on set, it's just the most fun set I've ever been part of. Like, it's like getting to play around with toys every day, like the best toys ever. There's always like a new droid or a new animatronic or a new set. The volume looks different every day. It's just the best in every way.
Please welcome to the stage, Miss Natasha Liu Bordizzo!
Hi, guys. I feel weird sitting down.
No, isn't it comfortable though?
Yeah.
We just can't do that thing where you just get really comfortable and then you sink into it. And you're
Yeah,
like,
I just had lunch, so I'm like... But
No.
then we always used to joke about how much lunch we should eat before a big stunt scene, because we'd all be falling asleep.
There's no way. I couldn't do that. I'd have to wait till the end of the day and just go through it on sheer adrenaline.
I started doing like smoothies through the afternoon instead when I had stunts, because it would just help my energy survive.
What's in your smoothie? Because there's the green smoothie people like me, and then there's people who are like, that's disgusting. So what's your smoothie?
I switched it up a lot, but I always throw a bunch of, like, as close to a meal as I can, like a lot of protein powder and stuff like that. Yeah.
Solid. I'm half Aussie. And I have family
What does that mean?
in Sydney. So my mom's an Aussie. So I can carry 2 passports. And so I have family in Sydney in Darling Harbour. I have to know if you're Team Vegemite. I am. I'll eat that stuff off a spoon. Yeah, no, she's not. No, it's an immediate.
Look,
if you like
I
it, you like
it. If you guys have had it, I like it in a thin layer with butter on toast or like a cracker. But if you have more than a thin layer, it starts to get a bit gnarly. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That was my burning question, but I know you guys are here to ask your own. Let's go ahead and start over here with a question from you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Faith.
Hi, Faith.
Hello. So my question for you as a crazy cat lady, what happened to Sabine's loft cat? Because I kept waiting for them to say something and they never did. Like, at first I thought that she was going to go on the ship with them, or maybe she had someone take care of the cat, and I just wanted to know the whole show what happened to the cat.
He's so fine. He's independent. He's self-sufficient, you know? He's got his friends out there in the fields, you know? I think he actually felt sorry for me, if anything. He was like, she's lonely. So he was doing me a favor. And then when I left, he just went back to his friends. That's what I think.
Thank you.
I like
Thank
that
you.
answer. That's solid. Hi, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh, hi.
Hi. So my question is, what aspects of the animated character did you bring into the live action?
This.
Did you practice that in the mirror to nail it? Were you like, does it look good?
I definitely did a few times, yes. I think that she just has a swagger about her that was so infectious and really important. And I tried to bring that into the show with her body language and her facial expressions and everything. So yeah, that.
Thank you. Do you have swagger in your personal life? What sort of, how do you describe yourself?
I don't want to say I have swagger, because then I'm someone that says they have swagger. I've got like a little bit of swag. Yeah, like a little bit, yeah.
I love it. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Ricky.
Hi, Ricky.
I'm curious how you prepared to bring an beloved animated character into live action for the first time. Did you watch Rebels to prepare for it? Did you talk to Tia Sircar about the role?
I had never seen Rebels before I was cast. I was talking to a few people today about this. I feel like in Australia, maybe we just didn't get it like as much on our networks. So I watched it for the first time after I was cast. I watched everything in chronological story order through the Star Wars universe, which is controversial, I know. But it really helped me as an actor, because I think of things in terms of story. And I basically studied it all. I feel like I got the essence of the character, and then I also wanted to be original, so I absorbed it, and then I forgot about it at the same time. And I think that was the balance I was trying to keep. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, can you tell me about the audition and then the moment that you found out you got the part?
I was in Atlanta at the time shooting a movie called Day Shift, and I got this very mysterious audition that said it was like a what's the word? Like a mysterious Jon Favreau project. So I was like, that's probably going to be a good one. And I read a scene from Top Gun, which was completely unrelated.
What scene?
It's the scene where I'm playing the pilot, and he's like, that was me. I flew that inverted or whatever it is. Like he's flying the plane upside down. And they told me to just do it as cocky as possible.
The swagger.
But I had no idea what I was reading for. So I sent in a tape, and Sarah Finn got back to me. She's the casting director. And she was like, great, now do it even cockier. I'm like, what? I'm already doing this thing as cocky as I can. So I sent in another take, and then I get a call, and my team was like, hey, Natasha, have you seen The Mandalorian? I was like, what do you mean? And that's that. Yeah, the rest is my life, which is pretty great. Yeah.
Who's the first person you told?
It honestly might have been like Jamie Foxx, because I was sitting next to him on set, and I'm like, I'm going to be in The Mandalorian. Because I didn't even know that the show was going to be AHSOKA back then. I thought it was going to be like the next season of The Mandalorian. Little did I know it would be my own thing, and I get to play this character that already exists. So, yeah.
Very cool. Hi, question over here. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Jameson.
Jameson,
Hello.
you are tall. And I appreciate what you're doing for us right now to make that work.
What was it like working with the villains like Lars Mikkelsen and Ray Stevenson?
Ray. It was probably some of my favorite days on set. I had so many special scenes with both those people. The scene where I meet Thrawn for the first time is one of my favorites because I felt like I did no acting that day. All I did was watch Lars. He's just such an amazing actor to watch, and every take he gave something different. I gave something different because it was just alive. And the same goes for Ray. The scene where I hand the map over and everyone hates me forever was, again, like he pulled that performance out of me because he's like a magician. He's just pulling the energy, and they're just really amazing people to get to share the screen with. Yeah, some of my favorites.
That's a great question, Jameson. Thank you. Hi, Jeff. How are you doing?
Great. Well, first off, Steph, I want to thank you for recognizing me.
You're welcome. He was the first one up in the very first panel of the day on Friday, so I was like, Jeff it is. Like every time I see him, it's, hey, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
Okay, so Natasha, my question to you is your character Sabine. We see her like do lightsaber training. Do you see her character like kind of being plateaued when it comes to lightsaber training, or do you see like sky being the limit?
I hope the sky's the limit. I hope she gets better. I think it's really cool to see someone fight with a saber who is Mandalorian trained, because I tried to bring a sort of messiness to the choreography, like a sort of grit. And that doesn't work for everyone. I think some people really just want to see that really clean, style that is so iconic, but I felt like to incorporate her Mandalorian past, it's not always pretty with her, and the same can be said when she has a blaster and a saber. It was really fun to work with, being a little messy. I hope that, if anything, I don't know anything, by the way, so don't quote me on anything to do with season 2, but my hope for Sabine would be that she moves more into that Jedi style and, cleans up her act in many ways, including that reflected in her physical style with the saber. So hopefully sky's the limit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When you are on set and you're getting ready to drop into a scene where you're trying to bring, like you said, that sort of the grit, the messiness to it, do you have to, as an actor, and everyone's different, so I'm curious for you, find yourself sort of locked in yourself, like don't talk to me, we're not going to make a joke, or are you able to go right from a casual conversation straight into character and nail it? What type of actor are you?
I think it depends on the scene, but for the most part, I do not do method acting, whatever that is, because I find it drains me. There were times when I tried to stay in an American accent all day, just as an exercise, and I got tired mentally. I'd rather take a break, have fun with my classmates, have lunch, talk about other things, and then like I have more energy then to go back into the scene. I find the times I've tried a little bit of method acting where I'm sort of staying in it, I find it drains me. I don't know why. I think for me, I have energy that can kind of like pop when it needs to and kind of rise to the occasion when action time. But the rest of the day, I'm trying to like conserve and be myself, and that's what energizes me. Yeah.
Well, especially too with the chemistry that you had with your castmates to dip into that method acting, and mad respect for that. It would have maybe prohibited some of those really deep friendships that you have from forming, right? So it probably worked out.
Yeah, maybe. It'd be probably weird if I was like, hey guys, once a rebel, always a rebel, like all day.
You should definitely try it.
Yeah, that's just, I say it like once a day. Yeah, any more than that's probably a little weird.
Box checked, on to tomorrow. I love it. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
I know Disney's pretty strict probably, so I'll ask the question this way. Do you have any souvenirs from set that accidentally got into your car trunk?
Gosh, so many accidents.
It's just a shame.
I think Sabine's leather jacket was probably my favorite accident. Yeah, that one. Thank you.
That's awesome. I don't know what we're talking about. No one put that on the internet. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Michelle, and my question is there a scene from Star Wars Rebels that you would really love to bring to live action, like in a flashback or something in a future season?
Oh, gosh. Well, my favorite scene is when Kanan's trying to train her with the Darksaber, so I can't bring that, sadly. I'm not sure otherwise. I feel like it's just continuing to expand and change. Gosh, I'm trying to think of, we've done so much that's like related to that. I mean, and doing the mural scene was so cool. I didn't try to copy Rebels, but it ended up being so similar in the end, which shocked me too. Like I saw online, some people had cut the AHSOKA scene in with the Rebels scene and put them next to each other, and it's amazing to watch. So that was definitely the highlight, and I'm glad we had that one. Yeah.
The internet's a wild place for that type of stuff.
It is wild.
Did you feel pressure knowing how fandoms can be both incredible and also at times incredibly punishing? What did that occur to you at all, especially for a character that's fan loved?
I try to kind of have a good perspective about like what I have control of, and I think as an actor, like a lot of people watch a show or watch a movie and then they put all the praise or all the blame on the actor, which is fine, but I think it's just behind the scenes, it's such a team effort. Every department has their job. This thing takes hundreds and hundreds of people to get going. So I'm like, I have control of doing my best every single day and doing my best to bring truth and bring authenticity to this story. And anything out of that, like anything you create, people are gonna love it and hate it, no matter what. And I'm kind of at peace with that now. Like I've been acting now for like not that long, but like 10 years-ish. And I think I've reached a point where I'm like very at peace with the many reactions you get to anything you do, because you just got to keep creating, and that's what art is. And I like hearing people's opinions who hate it too, honestly.
You do?
I kind of do. Like there's some really funny comments, you know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Not popular to say that, but I really like sometimes I see something hateful and I like laugh because it's actually like really witty, you know. I'm like, props to you, honestly.
You're like, that was clever, jerk. Yeah. How did you? What got you into acting then? You said you've been doing it for 10 years. Did you always know you wanted to do it?
I never tell other actors the story because I feel bad, but like I literally was found on the street. I'm one of those people. I'm just very lucky. I was in law school at the time because I'm very nerdy, and in the past had a very like academic upbringing. So I was on my academic path, and this lady that I thought was stalking me it turns out she was a modeling agent, and she wanted me to be a model, and I said, I'm not really interested, and she said, well, what about acting? And then I sent in a tape, and my very first tape was for a movie called Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Sword of Destiny for Netflix. That was my very first audition, and I booked it, and that's been my life since. Yeah.
You still talk to that woman, right?
I do. She's one of my good friends.
You better, because that's amazing.
At first I was like, who is she? Like, came up to me outside this fast food restaurant in Sydney, and I knew that she had already been like contacting me on Instagram asking me to work for her agency. And I was like, who is this? But then she's a legitimate agent.
Good for her with the hustle too. I'm gonna track that woman down right to where she gets a burger. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Kitana, and I wanted to know what was your favorite aspect of becoming an actor in the Star Wars realm? Because is it like the fans, the being on set, seeing the final product? I also enjoyed you as Sabine Wren.
Thank you. God, it's really all encompassing. Like, getting to do stuff like this is so cool. You enter this whole family, this whole world that is so much more than any project I've ever done, where you sort of go film and then it's over, and then you do a premiere and then that's over. So this is like, it feels like a lifelong kind of journey that I've entered into in the best way. And then on set, it's just the most fun set I've ever been part of. Like, it's like getting to play around with toys every day, like the best toys ever. There's always like a new droid or a new animatronic or a new set. The volume looks different every day. It's just the best in every way. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question. Nice cosplay too. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Claudia.
Hi, Claudia.
My question is, so you got to work with a lot of droids on the show, most notably like Hu Yang, who's like training you to be a Jedi. Was it challenging to work like with a droid and like not an actual human, where you don't really know what it'll be like after special effects and post-production and everything like that?
I think we got really lucky with it being as close to the final product as possible. Like, they already pre-recorded all of Hu Yang's lines. The only funny thing was when I would forget my line and then he'd keep talking. And I was like, wait, no, come on. You have to like get back in the rhythm of the scene. But it's pretty identical. I mean, he's pre-recorded all his lines. He's, the guys are there making him move exactly how you see on screen. There's only some scenes I think they added visual effects because he's like fighting. So we're very spoiled. We get to really interact and everything feels more alive that way. I think you can tell sometimes when actors have had to do everything to like a tennis ball on a stick in a green room. So we really, everything you see kind of was there on the day, including the loft cat. So very lucky. Yeah.
Thank you.
It adds dimension to what we see on the screen too. I absolutely love a good CGI production, but you can just tell when you're looking at it. It's like when someone shoots something beautiful with a film camera, and there's just something about it when you see the final product that I think translates really well. Hi, what's your name?
Matthew. Hi.
Hi, Matthew. This microphone.
It's like all children on that side.
Yeah. There you go. You can bend it up. Yeah.
So I was curious, what was it like for you kind of taking an established character like Sabine, who we know is a warrior, Mandalorian, and kind of taking her on the Jedi path to an extent?
Yeah, I think the balance of this warrior person who's been through so much and is also carrying a lot of like resentment from losing her family and the wars she's been through, her losing Ezra, was interesting to pair with the journey of a Jedi, which is all about cleansing your energy and reaching this place of Zen. Is like the opposite of where she's really at. So I think that was really fun as an actor because it was just this arc of many mistakes and losing my way many times. And I think that she's not always the most likable, but that's okay because so many Jedi are almost like perfect. And I thought it was really interesting that Sabine is so flawed. So her character was really fun as an actor to get to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great question. Hi, what's your name?
Other Ricky.
I keep forgetting we're changing sides. Hello.
So, do you think that Ahsoka was a good adaptation of Rebels, and do you think it's good as a standalone series?
It'd be really awkward if I said it was bad. I like it. I think, it's funny because I genuinely love the show, and I would watch it if I wasn't in it, for sure. And I think that Dave is ultimately the godfather of all of it. So no matter how different it is, there's still that same heart in Rebels and in the show. So yes, I like it. Yeah.
Do you have a funny Dave story or a moment with him when you went, okay, like brilliant brain?
Everything is always a very full answer with him. There's never like a, yep, nope. It's always, yes, and here is the history of that entire concept, which I love because I learn so much more from him than I even realize. When I'm asking a question, I don't realize how much I'm going to learn just from such a simple question. When you asked, I was just texting with him, and when you asked me that, I was thinking of the time we were like at Disneyland and we had all done Star Wars Celebration, and then we all went on Star Wars tours at like 11 p.m. It was so much fun. He's just the best. Yeah.
It reminds me of Mary Elizabeth from Naruto, this encyclopedic knowledge of a universe that is so vast it would take 2 hours to explain. So I love that he has that. And if you text him, just tell him Steph says hi, please.
Will do.
Okay. Question over here. Hi.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Brian, and I just want to say I first came across your work a few years ago in that Amazon Prime movie, The Voyeurs.
Oh,
and then
cool, thank you.
I was like, oh wow, she's cast as Sabine. How is this going to turn out? And then I gotta say, you absolutely nailed it, and that makes me want to know, because I imagine where she would be in her headspace at that point in her journey, and I thought you totally nailed it. So I'm very curious what you can share about what Dave told you to get you, because there's a lot that happens that we don't see after Rebels. So I'm just wondering what you can share about what Dave told you to get into the headspace where you really nailed what I think many people thought Sabine was going to be like, and even exceeded that. And then just real quick, I loved Ray Stevenson so much. 13, R.I.P. Ray, anything that you would like to share on top of what you already have about working with Ray would be deeply appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. I think, well, firstly, Ray was the biggest ball of energy and larger than life, and everyone has explained him as such. And it's been really strange because since he passed away, we were on strike when the show came out. We weren't able to mourn that together, which was really weird and very existential to not get to acknowledge that he's gone together. It was really strange and terrible. And I kind of still sometimes think of him, and I don't remember that he's not with us anymore. It's really strange, especially seeing people dressed like him today. I'm like, oh, he's not here. It's very, very weird. But grief is a very weird thing, and I love him, and he's just one of my favorite things about the whole show. I thought he was so, so, so incredible in the show, and I'm so happy that everyone got to see that, at least. I don't even remember the first part.
It was basically
what
Dave
you can
Filoni.
share about what Dave told you to get you to the point that you nailed it so well.
So I think Dave wanted a lot of that to be left up to interpretation by everyone, and you get these nuggets of what's tearing Sabine apart. By the end of the show, you realize everything that's really happened. But for me, he just gave us a lot of ownership of the roles. So what helped a lot in that, he would say, you are Sabine, so the choices you make will be correct for Sabine, which is very liberating as an actor. He would guide us, but he'd also be like, it's yours. And I think that was true as well after that long period where her and Ahsoka reunite at the start of the show. It is that same thing of well, how would you be in this situation if you had been through all these heartaches and hardships, and you're coming back into touch with a mentor that didn't work out, So, yeah, I love how Dave, gives his actors that trust. Yeah.
That's a great
Again,
question.
thanks for
Thank
doing
you.
such a great job.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Alex. As an actor, when you think about the Force, what kind of feelings and emotions do you think about? And in your real life, do you ever try to use the Force to like turn off your alarm clock or try to grab the remote? Thank you.
I mean, of course. And now I know the proper hand position, because when I started, I was definitely doing something weird. It was like
Okay,
there was some weird stuff.
Teach me.
Well, it's kind of almost like if energetically you're pulling something towards you, it's not like a claw and it's not like a choke. It's, it's as if like all your tendons are in that direction. Anyway, I digress. I think the Force, for me in real life, it would emulate some form of peace that we're all trying to achieve, or we're all trying to rid ourselves of like whatever angers and griefs we hold. So for me, the Force is like being healed, in a way. That's kind of emotionally what I think is trying to happen with Sabine. She can't access this thing until things within her are right. So that's what I relate it to in real life.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Amelia, and
hi, Amelia.
What's your favorite part? What do you like about AHSOKA in the movie?
The character?
Yeah.
Well, just like we were saying about the peace and the emotions, I love that AHSOKA has this amazing energy where I feel safe with her, and she's very loving and she guides me. That's my favorite thing about AHSOKA. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's also Amelia's 8th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Amelia. On the count of three, let's all say happy birthday, Amelia. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Amelia. That's awesome. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Colleen.
Hello.
Hi. My question is, for the society, what was your favorite moment with Toby Wallace? And what scene would you not want to film again if you could recreate it?
Okay, most of you aren't gonna know what I'm talking about, but so my favorite scene with Toby is when I'm at the door and I'm telling him to F off. Basically, when he's trying to get inside the house. And then the scene I would not want to film again is probably when we, execute that guy. Yeah. This is like an advertisement for the show. I feel like people are like, I need to watch that now. Thank you.
We have time for 1 or 2 more questions. Hi.
Hello. My name is Greg.
Hi, Greg.
Hi, Greg.
You touched a little bit on what Dave Filoni was like in a broad sense, but I know through his social media posts and all of his interactions with the fans, he's been pretty nebulous on what's going on. Was he like that with the cast, or did you guys get a little bit more information as you went, or was it very much like you were saying, you ask a question, he goes, yeah, and then this, that, and the other thing are going to happen?
I don't think he's nebulous with us. I think it's very, for the love of the stories he's creating, that's probably the way he is with his media, because he just wants the story to speak for itself and not be like bogged down by all the potentials and the noise of like could-be's and what-ifs. He's just trying to stay focused on the story. But with us, I think it's kind of the opposite. He's very detailed, and kind of as much as you want to know, he'll tell you. I mean, the first time I met Dave and John together, they were like, so you're going to be playing a character called Sabine, and then went into a 2-hour seminar about who she is. So he's very, very giving, I think, creatively. If anything, with his media and the fans, like, I can't speak for him, but I think it would just be from a place of wanting the story to be the most important part and not all the commentary around it, you know?
Yeah, that is very appreciated.
Yeah, so he's very detailed with us.
Okay. Does he also ever take off his hat?
There's rumors he does.
Rumors.
Can't confirm.
Hi, question over here.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's tremendous work.
Thank you.
And it's really cool to see just more women on screen in Star Wars kicking butt. And I wanted to know, for all the kind of veteran Star Wars actors that you've interacted with or worked with, who is the funniest on set and who gave you the best advice?
I think Ray gave me the best advice. And not always because he was trying to give advice, it was more just like the way he lived his life, which was so free. What was the other one?
Oh, the funniest, or who
Oh
was
yeah,
around
this
the
is my
most?
food coma right now. The funniest is Ro, for sure. Rosario, yes. She's constant, non-stop, so funny, yeah. Even at 5 a.m. in the makeup trailer when I'm like, nothing is funny, but she's still funny.
Let's take a selfie, please, and then we'll let you get to your next. Oh, I love this. All right, everyone, please give it up loud for Natasha Liu Bordizzo.
The probability of successfully navigating an asteroid field is approximately 3,720 to 1.
Hey, this is Jay Lee from the Orville, and you are watching Fandom Spotlight, which is out of this world. You should watch more and have fun and follow your fandom.